I just got third place at my locals with this deck, Revolutionary Army, Belo Betty. Once per turn, main, you can discard one Revolutionary Army type card from your hand, give up to 3 of your Revolutionary Army or trigger cards 3,000 power. So we got Inazuma for Rush. It's just if it has more than 7k, that's what all these do. If they have more than 7k, they get an extra effect. This one's Rush. This one plays out of 5,000 or lower. Revolutionary Army type once per turn, 1k counter. Karasu, minus 1k to leader or character on play. That one does not have to be more than 7,000. Koala just gives one of your opponent's characters minus 3k. Kuma kills a 2k or lower, so it gets rid of those low-end blockers. Like playing against a Bonnie with a Rosinante really helps out. Generic Searcher Bonnie. We got Morley right here that gets through blockers. This one kills a 3,000 or lower power, so we can mix that with the Koala. Same thing with the Kuma, we can mix with the Koala. Ivankov looks at the top 3 of your deck, play up to 1 Revolutionary Army with 5,000 or lower. So it's this, but just on play, which is really strong. The Dragon, I played 2 of in the deck. It's great for Rush and giving 2 of your leaders 2 Rested Dawn. It's if you need it, it'll come out and it'll just be the perfect timing. We have the Flampe in case someone's playing really passive, trying not to give me my triggers in my life. It just lets us get more cards in our hand and more advantage. Sautery's great if we hit the trigger or the 2k counter. Either way, it's a win, and if it's on board, we can give it plus 3,000. Kikimunjo, same thing, just gives us more life if they kill it. A 4 cost, 6k with trigger, plus 3,000. Same thing with the Luffy. We can play the Luffy out, give it plus 3,000. Swing, if we have 2 or less life, kill one of our opponent's characters with cost 4 or lower, and draw a card. Really strong. I played this as my tech option. There's definitely a lot of tech options you can play. I played the Luffy and the Flampes, 2 ofs, because I don't think you need to do this too much. It's just good for the counter most of the time, but it comes up in certain situations. Same thing with the Luffy. It comes up in certain situations. Usually you can pop the Kuma or the Lindbergh, but sometimes you can't when it's a 4 cost 6k or something like that. So this is the deck that I just got third place with locals. I definitely think it's a great deck, so let's get into some games and show you how great it plays. Taking on Kagura right here. I'm definitely going to be going against OPO 8 meta pretty soon, so with this Belo Betty, it's just a lot of fun. I threw it together an hour before the tournament, was like, I not run it, so you get a lot of yellows, definitely mulligan. No reason to keep those. We can't use them for anything other than on plays, or to play them and give them plus 3k, or the counters. We only have the 1 here, so we just pass turn, nothing to play, which kind of sucks. It really helps us early game to play out even our 2 cost on if we go second. Even though they won't get any effect, we give them plus 3k and they get a strong effect. So kind of sucks going first. We can't really spread the board very often. It kind of leaves us kind of thin. So we're definitely not scared of his effect either because he's lowering his life, which really puts us in a good spot, honestly. I'll probably play the Kuma here. Actually, I'll just play the Morley. We can't use it right now, but we can just swing into leader life. He'll get through any blockers he gets up, which is really helpful against a deck like this. He does play 2 blockers, I believe. I could be wrong, but I know he definitely plays a few blockers, and it doesn't hurt to have something to get through. And all of our cards have counter, which is really good for us. It doesn't happen often. He's probably just trying to read what this deck does because nobody plays this deck. It is a fun deck to play, though. If you just want to be brain dead and just play a deck, it's fun. Dang, and he gets to play up to 1 upper yard. So, hey, not bad. It came up in a situation. Usually that doesn't come up too often. So, he grabbed the Ohm, which probably means he wants to search. We'll just pass turn here. What does Ohm do? If you have 2 or less life, this card gets plus 1,000. Look at the top 5, play the Holly, and get the Holly out. Yep. So he probably has a Holly here. Probably knew. No, I didn't know he had a Holly. I thought up yard might stack top, but it does not. 5k, we take that and hope for a trigger. No trigger. We'll be at 5 next turn, so we can play Belo Betty and Ivankov here. So playing Betty to grab Lindbergh, I think, in this situation, because we have the Koala to go with it, and I think that'll be good. We'll go ahead and swing 5 to life. If he starts using his effect again, he'll start losing more life. So there was no trigger there, which makes me not too scared. We'll pop this, trashing, I think, our Kuma, because we can use our Lindbergh next turn once we play it right here. So we'll use Ivankov's effect, playing Lindbergh, and then we can drop these down a little bit, and then we'll just swing 8 into life. The effect didn't come into play, but it definitely helps us go ahead and tackle some life. Yellow is really tough to play against because they get so many cards in hand. They usually have the counter. 1Ks and 2Ks they play. He's definitely probably playing some Flampes. Definitely playing Wiper, which is a 2K counter. This is just the future of OPO8, man. It's scary. I'm just gonna be honest. OPO8 is hitting different, and I'm excited for it. I'm gonna play a lot of the new leaders, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Go ahead and subscribe. It's gonna make your life a lot better, and you'll be a lot happier person. So We'll keep the koala, let this die when he swings into it, because he's definitely going to, and just try to finish him off as soon as possible. But we can make one of these guys minus 2k, minus 3k. He still has more than 2 life. If he uses his leader effect, maybe that'll get a little out of hand. But at the end of the day, we'll have 7 Dawn to play with. We can play 4 and 2, minus 1, and then minus 1 if it has 6k power. Lindbergh will still kill it, 7k power. So we can definitely still kill Wiper. Wiper is very strong. The other one is the 2k counter. This one just gets you Shandorian Warrior, or, oh, he grabbed another Wiper, the 2k counter. Wow. It's almost like I knew that would happen. So he's going to start swinging into probably Morley here. We'll let him kill Morley. I'm going to pop his leader effect, go to 2 life to make this stronger, which is really smart. I think we have to go for game next turn. That's going to be our safest option. He doesn't have any blockers on board, so we will maybe bait him into swinging at Morley more so that we still live, because he could just go life, 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 life with these 3. So just for safety, it's definitely going to be the best bet to let that die. And then we go here. We're going to make him minus 1k because we're going to have the 3 swings. We will take the 1, use the trigger, discarding Satori to play Lindbergh. Just going to give us another swing. And now we're going to go for game. He has 8 cards in hand. He could have a lot of non-triggers, no active Dawn. So let's just see what we can do, I guess. Popping, because we'll have 5 swings into a 4k body. So we definitely give him, oh, this is what we do. Use leader effect, trashing him to give extra life here, here. Do we want to go bigger here, or do we want an extra attack? Probably bigger here. I think that's just going to be the safer option. Now we can play the Karasu for free, making the leader 4k. And then swing 5 to life. 5 into 4, he has to drop 2 here. And we got to be able to swing 3 times. So we're going to bait it out a little bit, try to get more. We'll go 6 into life here. Now he has to drop 3k or take the damage. And if he takes the damage, obviously that gives us more to play with. So if he does, he probably loses. So we got 1, 2, 3. All right. So now we'll go 8. We have to hope this hits. So he's got to have 4 and 5 in hand to block it. Either this hits or we lose. Damn. Well, we basically know we won now. He still did not have enough in hand, so now we've got 9. And that's GG's. I'm telling you, this deck is very strong. He wants a rematch. We're not going to give it to him. Now let's take the tough matchup right here. We're going to take Belo Betty into a Rob Luchi matchup. I think this is a scary matchup, but I do think we're going to keep this. Well, the 2Ks aren't, the 2-drop's not going to do much because he's just going to kill it. I think we mulligan here and look for the 1K, the 1 cost. That did not work. We lost all of our searchers, and we have nothing to play on our first turn. So maybe that wasn't the best bet. We can play the koala, but I don't think that's going to be the greatest option. We'll do it for the funsies and just hope he doesn't kill it. More than likely, he'll just kill it first turn. He'll have 3 Dawn here. Can he play the Brook? I think the Brook's a 3 cost, so he could technically minus it 1 with leader effect and then kill it, but I guess not. We'll take the damage here, using the trigger, and then nothing to choose from. Gave this -1, but that does nothing. So here, I think we'll play the Karasu. We could play the Inazuma and start swinging heavy into life. It's really up to us. I think we might want to do that, and we can go ahead and go wide. We can use this to search out a Vonkov next turn, the 5-drop, and play it. So we'll do that. We'll drop. I think this will be strong because we can -1000 with this to play to kill the Brook. I don't think we need to worry about blockers as much. So we'll choose all 3 of these. And we'll swing. He has Rush. Why is he dark still? None of them have. I should have put the Dawn on him. I'm so stupid. Other than this card. Well, I messed up. I could have made this 7, but you misplay sometimes. You misplay. It is what it is. I'm stupid, and it will definitely give him the chance to clear our board a little bit. He should only have 1 attack next turn, but he will have what? He just said GG's. He knew he was going to take 3 damage because he had nothing in hand, basically. Alright, now we're back into OPO 8 meta. We have to go against another dual leader. This is actually a really good hand. We're going to keep this because we're going second, so we can get the Belo Betty depending on what we draw. But we can play another Belo Betty. So we don't get another Belo Betty. So we're just going to play Kuma and kill this. We can use the Belo Betty next turn for the search, and then play the Koala and swing for 6. And we will just pass our turn. If they don't have life to turn over, it's a lot less scary. Let's hope for a trigger here. Oh my lordy lord. Well, that does nothing for them, but we know they're going to have the counter in hand. We will use the trigger and pass the turn. Or pass it over. Nothing to do. We might just play the Ivankov to get out the Karasu to then swing, which might be the best just because Ivankov is really strong. We can save the Belo Betty. Trash one card. Let's actually save this. Let's actually just drop the Belo Betty. Let's keep the 2K counter. I think it's just the safest option and go heavy here. And we can use this to play Karasu, giving minus 1,000 here. And now we're swinging 5 to life. And his flipped over stuff is not going to help him because he's going to have to take this damage or he's going to have to drop some cards from his hand. So either way, I'm not scared. He can technically use this next turn on the next attack, but that's not going to do much for him because it's just 3K dropping 2 cards. He can save it for later, and we do have to keep that in mind that he has it. But he'll probably use one here. Flampe, and I understand that because you can't use a Flampe anymore because you have no life. So in this 13 minutes, we have killed a lot of people. He's going to search right here. He definitely needs to get some stuff on board to clear. We might even just see what he kills. 7 into Kuma is not going to do much against us. We'll take that. And now he knows he has no triggers. So he knows it. We know it. It's basically just game. We will trash Revolutionary Army, give these 3 plus the attack, and then swing, you'll be surprised, swing 8 first because we make it a 4K. He's going to probably counter out of this. It's going to be really close to game though. He'll be at 10 Dawn next turn, so he can make us minus 1 life, but even if that happens, it's not scary for us. We can use this effect to play out the Lindbergh for free, but then we're not guaranteed to have any Revolutionary Armies, and he probably does not swing life next. So I think it's the safer option not to do so, but we'll just see as we go. We will go, actually we'll go 5 first. We're going to save it to play Kiki Munjo for next turn. Should we swing the 7? Yes. And then maybe we'll swing with this because if not, he's going to play the 9 drop, go minus 1 Dawn, and then just get rid of Ivankov. So let's just swing with Ivankov. There's no reason not to. This puts us in a safe spot. Again, we can play the Kiki Munjo and then just pass turn. We could have played Lindbergh, but then we have to play based on possibly not drawing a Revolutionary Army, which is really scary. So now we just have to hope for the best. No blocker, resolve attack. He's got the 6K. Like I said, he's going to play the 9, minus 1, put one of these at the bottom of our life or the top of our life. He gets the extra life back, which I didn't even think about. And then 6 into that, we just take it. So we did end up drawing into it, which means we could have been in a safe spot. We might just want to go wide here because we can take the damage and not swing. So we can drop the 4 and drop the 4. Let's swing 5 to life first. See what he does. We could have swung 5 into Bon Clay, actually. No, we'll swing 2 into Bon Clay. 2 into Bon Clay. Now we play Kiki Munjo, and we play this, and we're good. I think now he can kill this, but that's not scary for us. And then he's going to have to swing into life unless he has another one of these just sitting in his hand from who knows how. He's got another one sitting in his hand from who knows how. Well, that sucks. We just let it die. He did the right thing, not killing me at this point, because that would not help him. So we'll definitely just play this out. He has something else in hand more than likely, and we might not want to give him the advantage, but we can always just swing into life heavy with our leader. Guarantee that he goes down to 1, and then hopefully swing for game next turn. So we'll swing. We now have 5 life, which is more than our leader ever has, and we'll just pass over turn. Hopefully he doesn't drop something scary. He takes this and then returns them in the desired order. So it's just whatever he needed. Probably a Capone. Was not a Capone. That's GG's. I'm telling you, this deck is crazy, guys. This deck is so much fun to play. You literally just go ape shit. You just go really, it's a super linear deck, so when you learn how to counter it, maybe you can beat it. But a lot of decks just can't because you just never played this deck and not a lot of people see it. I'm telling you, this deck is super competitive. It's built for everything you need except defense. So if you think about it, we've got everything. We've got Conqueror's Hockey, we've got Observation Hockey, we've got everything except Armament Hockey. So I will say we are killing it. This deck's super fun. I got 3rd place locals, so definitely check out this deck profile and definitely use it.